not far, it was just over there where I got the belt buckle part, the beautiful one. And then I got a 40-41 signal just here. Oh, will it be the other half? And no, it wasn't. Flattened out teaspoon. Similar, but not quite.
Yeah.
G'day folks, I'm the Coffee Bush Kid. Oh, this morning we are out bright and early. We were up before sparrows fart to get out and beat the heat of the Australian summer. So where are we? Well, I've come back to where I had my best day of the year. Yeah, on the 1st of January. So yeah, back out here, this is where we got the token and the 2 Vicky Silvers. Ooh, are we going to be lucky? Who knows? It could well be that type of thing where you have this absolutely magnificent day and you go, oh, I'll go back there and hit it with a big stick, and you get nothing the next day. With any luck, that's not going to happen. We will pick something up. We'll find interesting finds. We'll see the Australian bush together. You'll all be looking over my shoulder. Don't you worry. There's enough room in behind me for all of you. So come along. Enough yabba from me. Let's get out there. Well, the first order of the day, what am I doing? I'm running in all-terrain fast, which is my preferred one, Sid's old settings. You can see I've got the horseshoe on. Yeah, look, I've already done my noise cancel. I've already done my ground balance. They're just things you do naturally. I've got my recovery speed on 6. I reckon that'll do it. We're running in open, so that's, that would be with the discrimination on. You see all the grey there. Press the horseshoe button. I'm all open. There might be a point where I might switch the horseshoe off if it's getting too noisy for my head. If it's really getting too noisy, I'll go into trash mode. But I think we'll handle it in this today. I've got my sensitivity at 24. I can probably back that off. It's probably a bit much for here, but we'll run with it anyway. And I've had a coil reduction. I've decided to run the M8 coil because I know there's a bit of trash where I got the token and the shilling. So I want to be able to get in amongst it all and see how we go. But that's what I'm running this morning. It might change, it probably won't, but running in open like this, I want to find all those little targets, down in the 10s and the 12s, the stuff that we don't normally dig, that can be a nice little piece of history. Anyway, let's see what we can find. First signal for the day came in as a 3940. Now, I don't know, I've dug in, I haven't seen it, but I know that it's just right there. So, without poking my eye out on bloody tussocks and that. No. More than likely do need the bloody pinpointer going. Rightio. Ooh, he hadn't got it out. Oh, there it is, something moved. What's that? Oh! Hang on, I'll change hands. That's interesting. That is the little top off something. Yeah, not worth a great deal, but we can see that it was hinged there. So a copper alloy, probably brass. It's got a little knob there. Oh, I reckon that's off a cruet set. Tell you what, we'll give it a little brush up and we'll be back with you in a tick. Now here it is, our little lid. So it's been through a fire. There's ash and stuff in there. So yes, it was hinged. There's our hinge point there. This little bit out here, that's where the mustard spoon would have sat in the mustard straight away. So you would have had Salt one side, pepper the other, mustard in the middle. So it's a bit flash to be part of a cruet set, though, having said that, it is a cheap cruet set because that's brass and it would have been probably silver plated. Might have been flashly gold plated, but I would say silver. So yeah, first little bit of humanality. I reckon that's the top, the lid off a little mustard pot. Cool. All right, well that's all right. We'll keep going. Well, I got a very funny signal there, and it's just like, it was good one way, bad the other. It's probably steel, but there was just this high 60-ish number in amongst it all, and you think, ooh, it's worth a dig. So we dug. And what came out of that hole was that piece of steel. Now, for the uninitiated, with an untrained eye, that, you're going to go, really? That's a hammerhead. No. Yes. There's the head of the hammer. There's the eye where the hammer handle would have gone. And not only that, it's a claw hammer because there's the split for pulling the nails out. Now that's a really old one. Now compared with modern hammers, this, so I get it sitting nicely, that hasn't got much of a curve. Our modern day claw hammers have a lot more curve than that. But yeah, that's an old one. So that's pretty cool, but if you didn't know it was a claw hammer, you'd just go, it's a big piece of steel and that's it, end of story. No, someone would have banged nails in with that and pulled them out, and why it got lost, who knows. But yeah, and just because the handle may have broken, it's not a reason to throw these away. You just put a new handle on and away you go again. So yeah, that for some reason has come to the end of its life. But that's a cool old find. We'll be leaving that out here. No need to take one of those home. But yeah, still a cool find nonetheless. Well, there we have it. A clod shot like you don't normally find. A root's grown through one of the holes in the little 4-holer. That's it. It's a little button. It has got some writing on it. Oh, that's probably just the double ring edge. Now, fluffing around a bit on a dodgy signal, and I finally pulled out a nail. Now, I don't normally show you nails, but this is beautifully made. So, she's a blacksmith's nail. You can see the rose head on there, 4 sides to it and a bit in the centre. Square shank. That will have been put through 2 half-inch pieces of timber, and then the nail's been bent over, called clenching. C-L-E-N-C-H-I-N-G. And that is to hold the 2 boards together. If you just drove a nail straight through 2 boards, they would pull apart. But if you bend them over, you've captured it. But that is a beautifully made blacksmith nail. I do like a rose head on them. Yep. That's a really nice example of a blacksmith nail. Anyway, we've oohed and ahed over it, and we'll keep going. Young Chris from Vogus Prospecting has been going out after his crystals. Get that in the light properly. They're just little ones. Yeah, nice little cluster. Glinting in the sunlight, which is what caught my attention. Yeah. That's the nice little pocket just there. Glint, glint, glint. Ah. There we go. The other things that you can find just by looking when you're walking out in the bush. That's pretty cool. Anyway, we'll move on. Now, reef workings all the way up the top. If you see here, this is a track that goes up. Well, just over here, I came across a pile of rocks. You go, yeah, good. Well, it's got quartz in it. Now, not every piece of quartz has gold in it. But you can see the quartz and the veins and that. We have a piece of rock at work that is very similar in colour, and it has quartz in it. And if you can look really, really close, the bit at work has little bits of gold in it. Now, if you're swinging out in the bush looking for coins and relics, and you come across a pile like this, and you've got, you know, an 800, a 900, a Manticore, just invest 5 minutes. Flick it over into gold mode. You'll have to reduce your sensitivity from what you're playing in. You know, do your noise cancel. The ground balance will be auto. And just have a quiet 5 minute swing over it. You never know what you'll pull out. I have had a swing over this and got nothing. But, you know, if we had it, well, I can actually tell you that this rock gives a thumping signal. But that's a pretty ionised-y bit, so that'll just be a massive hot rock. But, you know, same token, just, you know, a couple of minutes, give it a go. Geez, if you get a specie, the day's a good one. Anyway, moving on. Now, I've been wanting to find a spot like this for a little while, just to show you something. Now, that's it. You know, I go into the dump sites, and I love the dump sites. There's tin and crockery and glass and everything like that. But there is, and I know that, you know, Australia's always full of killers, bloody scorpions and snakes and drop bears and bloody everything like that. But if you go out playing in the dump sites, this is the biggest killer you've got to be wary of. And it's that. Now, I'm not going to touch it. That is cement sheet. Hardy board, fibro cement sheet. It is asbestos sheeting. So that was produced all after the war. You know, asbestos was a bloody great material. Does a whole lot of jobs. But it will kill you, or it can kill you. So you only need one fibre of that to get into your lungs, and it grows, and it ends up bloody making it like a mud in your lungs, and you struggle for every bloody breath. If you come across this out in the bush or in a dump site, wherever you are, and it'll be the same all over the world, well, just regardless, any cement sheet. The old stuff had the dimplings on the back. That's what really gives it away. If you know it's in an old site, you know it's got asbestos in it. These days, at the local tips, you can go and buy cement sheet, which doesn't have asbestos in it, from the hardware, use it. Anybody excess that you've got left over that you're going to dump in the tip, you got to double wrap it in bloody plastic these days. They're just going, nope, stuff it. We don't know. It could all contain asbestos. It's all being done like that. So, getting back to the main point. If you see stuff like this lying in the ground, don't even swing a coil over it. Just go, okay, how far does it go out? You know, we can see here, we see here. It goes all the way, pretty much through this whole depression. Don't bloody walk on it. Just walk away. No target in there will be worth the potential slow, long, agonising death that this stuff will bring. Just leave it alone. Well, I got a signal down here. I think it was a 3941. Now it's 41. Looks good, looks solid. Awesome. So we've dug it out. And we've got that round thing. What's it gonna, oh, someone has scraped it. Alright. What's it gonna be? I think that might just be a big button. Maybe. If it's got two little holes in it, or a hole in the centre, oops, where are we there? It will be out of off a buckle. There we go. One hole there, one hole there. So that, in fact, we'll give it a brush, but that will have been off an old two-piece buckle, maybe with a wreath around the outside. Let's have a clean up and see if there's anything there. Well, the road's busy this morning, so there we are. We've actually got 3 muddy holes in it, so potentially one of those to hold it to the buckle frame, or maybe those two held it to the buckle frame. There was a centre thing. What did they have on there? Oh, it could have been a cricket scene. It could have been the Prince's Wales feathers in the crown. Could have been a shamrock. Every design you can think of. A hunting scene. Who knows? But yeah. So that's a piece of an old belt. Oh, you know, let's say 1850s to 1880s. That's a pretty cool little find. Anyway, we'll see if we can find something else. Down in that hole, we got a, oh, I think it was just in the 50s. And we found a crescent moon. We have found part of a pocket watch. Part of the innards. Now, look, I will give that a clean, because sometimes on these things, and it'll be this side, there will be writing. So we'll see what's there. Might be something of interest, might not. Well, there's the inside of it, and we can't really see much there, but it was well worth the brush. Look at that, plain as day, Adams. Oh, there's even a bloody serial number there too. If we... yeah, that's pretty cool. Not much else there, but yeah. Huh. Just a little piece. It's a nothing piece. Let's be straight about that. But yeah, serial number on it and a name. That's pretty cool. Anyway, I'll keep going. Well, I'm on the side of this hill, and if I just did that, there's the road, so we're probably going to get cars going by. But I got an 1112. I go, oh, it's either a piece of lead or it's going to be a piece of bloody foil, and you know, I found them both today. I don't need to find any more. But it was insistent. I thought, oh, no, let's just dig it. It's probably a button. Cool. No, it was that. And you're going, what? He's playing this game again, isn't he? He's playing the game of, what the bloody hell's that? Oh, diamond! Oh, yeah. Look at that. It's missing one. That's some little piece of bloody Victorian fancy. I think I'll take to that with the toothbrush. Looks like it might have been a brooch at some point by those holes there, I would half reckon. Anyway, I'll gently brush it up and we'll see how good the diamond looks. Alright, there's our bit of fancy. Yeah, the diamond looks a bit dull. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Just a little bit of fancy, still with a stone in it. Yeah, that would have been probably quite nice on someone's sash or shoulder or front of the jumper or jacket or whatever. Gee, they could make some nice stuff back in the day. Anyway, we'll see what else is lying in wait for us in the ground. Here we are. 4 aeroplanes flying in formation, and the front one's a red one. I've just had an army truck drive past. What's going on? Well, I got my flash little piece of jewellery just there. I've come along and I've got this. It was more solidy splodge when I first dug it, but it is. And I've got my pin pointer on low. It's just down in there. So we are going to find out exactly what it is. It's almost... Oh my giddy aunt! Well, that was worth it. And you're going, what? That is part of a buckle, a lady's buckle, and this is the back side. Now just look at the shape of that. Oh, that's going to be as pretty as anything. Oh, that's glorious. I just, actually, while we're all together, because someone's going to ask the question. No, the other part's not there. All right, we'll have a clean up of this, because this is beautiful. I'm really happy with that. This could be the star of the day. Anyway, we'll clean it, we'll find out. Okay, there's the front, all cleaned up. That's just beautiful. I do love stuff like this from the Victorian era. And yeah, that's just glorious. But I know a little secret that you don't at the moment. So we can see that this is of a copper alloy. And being a copper alloy, it takes to electroplating or gilding. And that, if you can, I don't know whether the sun's going to do it justice, but that would have been gold in the day. But that would have been a fairly sensational belt. Well, it still is a magnificent buckle. Yeah, really, really happy with that. That's a, any day detecting, that is a great find. That's a great day right there. That's pretty glorious. Well, I'm just, this is where we've got all the stuff from. Just here is the road. Just in behind that bush there. I got an insistent, 49.50. We got that. It's a magnificent clod shot I've got for you there. We're going to say suspender buckle. There we go. Oh, she's out, and look at that. Look at that, I don't fail to deliver. Buttons, suspender buckles, we have it all here on the Coffee Bush Kid Show. Woohoo! Oh, that one I'm meeting with resistance. It doesn't want to open its mouth. That's okay. It doesn't have to. We will give it a quick brush. Is it going to be a Paris? What date will be on there? Who knows? But we will find out in a tick. Well, it does have something written there, and also something on the front there, down the bottom. Can't make out what it is. But I can make out Paris, not where it usually is, but there it is. And then, is that a H and an E, or is it a 2 mark and an E? And then we have, if I can get better light, 1857, mm. So it looks like he 1857 mm. I was nearly going to go for 1858. I wouldn't have been too far out. Yeah, there we go. Little suspender buckle, 1857. Heading back towards the ute for a drink and some grapes, because it's starting to get a bit warm. And I got a very, very janky 23 signal. Bloop, 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 bloop. Oh, it was bloody horrendous. But I thought, no, I'm gonna, it sort of started going up and down as a splodge. I thought, oh no, look, it'll probably be a piece of lead, but I'll dig it nonetheless. And there it is down there. Now, I've done nothing more than pick it up. I can tell you it's potentially made of copper or some sort of copper alloy. And it's something that we are going to have to clean up. Be back with you in a tick. I'm going to stop cleaning it there. Oh, I'll turn more into the sun. It was a brooch. There's the loop there to catch the pin. We can see some of the nice chainy sort of detail on it. It's had something iron against it or been resting against iron, but it's got some sort of stone or enameling or something that was on it, and I'm not going to clean it anymore because I think that'll probably fall off. But regardless, that is a cool little find. We're doing well on the jewellery today, actually. Alrighty there, folks. We're going to call it quits at that one. The day is getting warm and it's dragging on. Well, no coins, but coins do not necessarily denote a good day out. We found lots of stuff. Told you that if you pass a quartz heap, you've got your relic machine that's got a gold mode, give it a couple of minutes to swing over and ping a specie if you're lucky. And we did find some really, really nice buckles and bits of jewellery. So, the day's not a bad one. It was not lost, which is good. But yeah, I think my favourite's that beautiful big half a buckle. That's just bloody glorious. Always nice to find a thing like that. Now, we drop one of these videos every Saturday night at 6:30 our time. Come on over and like, share, subscribe, comment, do all the things that makes a channel grow. If you like it, come back next week. Tell all your friends, get them all over, get them subscribing, pushing the button and everything like that. Oh, they'll be better people for it, trust me. Anyway, always good to keep in, I've done it again, haven't I? Keep in mind, always good to fill in some of your day detecting, but remember to fill in all your holes when you're finished, and try to remember how your outing ends, and I'll catch you next time.